Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. Okay, first of all I want to apologise. I know I had filmed this video previously. Unfortunately, I deleted the clips. I was really annoyed at myself for doing that. But I'm going to refilm. So you guys are sending me questions now. I'm going to open them on camera. I have so many. Unfortunately, I might not be able to answer them all, but I'll get through as many as I can. So the first one is from Neve Collett. Neve asks, my favourite affordable dewy foundation and high end. Unfortunately for me, I have the oiliest T-zone, so dewy foundations are not always my favourite, but one that I will say is slightly dewy is the True Match foundation from L'Oreal. That is slightly dewy. It's not completely matte. It makes my skin glow and I absolutely love the True Match, one of my all-time favourites. For high end, I don't have a favourite dewy foundation because like I said, I go with the matte ones, but if I do come across one in the future, I will let you know, Neve. So the next one is from Aoife Carthy 12 and she says, when did you get involved in makeup? I got into makeup when I was about 16 or 17. So before that I would have literally had an Essence mascara. I think I had a clear eyebrow gel or a clear mascara and a lip balm or like tinted lip glosses. That was about all I had. And then around 16, 17 I started getting into MAC. I bought my first MAC product. I think I was 16 and it was the eyeshadow in Swimming. It was like this bright green eyeshadow. I don't know why I bought that, but that was my first MAC product and that's kind of when I first started really getting into makeup. So Quiva B66 asks, where would you like to go in the world and why? You're amazing. I love you. I love you too. You're so cute. I would love to go to Thailand. I would love to go to the Seychelles. I would love to go to Fiji. I would love to go to New Zealand, Australia. Let me think, is there anywhere else? I would love to go back to Greece and I'd love to go back to America. So Chloe Depp X asks me, the best eyeliner you've tried and what is the best eyeliner for staying put? The best eyeliner I've ever tried my entire life is the Inglot gel liner in number 77. That's it there. It just comes in this little pot. It's the number 77, so it's the black one and it's from Inglot. Best one I've ever tried. It stays put all day long. It's completely and utterly waterproof and I highly recommend it. So, Trin Catch 2000 asks, which makeup artist style inspires you the most? Makeup artist. Okay, I'm not gonna go with a makeup artist because I prefer my YouTube beauty girls. I find them more relatable and girls that I go crazy for their makeup would be, well, Shan XO. I love Shannon, you know that. Shannon can do no wrong in my eyes. She's my fave. But I love Carly Bible. I just think whenever I need a makeup look for going out, I'll go straight to Carly's channel. Another YouTuber I absolutely love is Amy's Beauty Box. I will link Amy's channel down below, but Amy, she's an English YouTuber and she's absolutely fantastic. Go over to her channel now, actually subscribe to her and tell her I sent you because Amy just does amazing tutorials. I will link her down below. I can't exactly remember her channel name, but I just always type in Amy and she comes up first. Oh my god, there's so many coming in. I can't open them all. Hang on, I'm after doing something. Black Cat 6969 asks me, hey, my question is, what's your favourite childhood song? You're so beautiful and I love you lots. That's so cute. You guys are adorable. My favourite childhood song when I was really young, I was mad into Britney Spears and I loved Crazy. It was like one of my favorite songs when I was young. I was a big fan of Britney when I was a kid. Okay, hey, it's Liv. I hope I'm saying that right. It says, did you do 4th year? I presume you mean transition year? No, I didn't do transition year because I left it free in case I needed to repeat my Leaving Cert and I would have the extra year. It wasn't mandatory in my school. Kira, spelled with a K, I hope I'm saying that right, says, what shampoo and conditioner do you use? I'll leave down my hair care routine down below. Everything is in that video and I highly recommend checking that out if you're interested. Okay, Iron Slide 14 asks, what made you want to be a makeup artist and do you prefer to being a nutritionist? By the way, you are stunning and I love your YouTube channel. I'm not a makeup artist. I've always said that on my channel. I've never studied makeup artistry. I am self-taught. I've actually been taught through YouTube videos. Marlena from Makeup Geek was the first YouTuber I ever watched and I learned everything from her and then kind of practice and going along. I don't prefer makeup to nutrition, and if I had to pick one at the end of the day, I would go with nutrition because I studied in it, I'm qualified in it. I'm not qualified in makeup, so I couldn't make a living off it, if that makes any sense. YouTube, I suppose, if I had to pick between YouTube and nutrition, that's a completely different question and one that I couldn't answer right now. Kate McKay 2K3 asks, so she asked me what age I got into makeup. I answered that question already and I don't think there's any age that you can get into makeup, just as long as your parents are okay with you wearing makeup and that it's not against the rules of your school to wear makeup. I have no problem with any age using makeup. Irna2712, I hope I'm saying that right, it says, what encouraged you to start a beauty based channel and what's your favorite item of makeup? What inspired me to make my channel was watching people like ShanXO, Marlena, Carly Bible, kind of all the girls that are just amazing at makeup, and I always loved doing makeup. And when I was in college, a lot of the girls were like, oh, you're really good at makeup, I'd love to know how you do this, that, the other. So I sat down in front of my camera one day, which was actually my webcam, and it was the worst camera ever, and I just started filming and grew from there. And my favorite piece of makeup, maybe my Makeup Geek eyeshadow palette, which is this here. Like, it is my favorite thing to look at, it's my favorite thing to pick up. I absolutely love my Makeup Geek shadows, so maybe that. Aoife Carol 99.
My question is, what was your favorite part of staying in a villa with your friends in the Grand Canary? Thanks.
Oh, so she asks me what my favorite part about staying in the villa with my friends in Gran Canaria was, and that was just being with my friends in Gran Canaria. There's nothing else to say about that. I absolutely loved being with them on holidays, and it was like the best holiday ever. I'm home a week and a half. And I'm devo that I'm home because it was the best holiday of my entire life. I've been to so many different countries, and Gran Canaria was definitely one of my favourite to visit. So Lauren F99X.
Name 3 places on your bucket list you want to visit, and I love you so much.
You are so cute. I've already answered that question, but if I had to pick like my top 3 in chronological order, first one would definitely be New Zealand. I'd love to visit New Zealand. The second place that I would love to visit would be Fiji, and I'd love to go to like the Fiji Islands. And then the third place that I'd love to visit would be Thailand. Okay, so Colleen M13 says, how long have you been with your boyfriend and do you think he's the one? I've been with Jimmy 8 years. It will be 8 years in July. I've known him since I was 11, and yeah, he's definitely the one. Me and him, like about marriage and stuff like that, we don't really discuss it. It's not really an issue. We love each other and we love each other's company, and that's what's most important. We've been together since we were teenagers. I think it's just kind of special. Our relationship is definitely unique. We don't really fight that often, and he's my best friend. So yeah, I would definitely say he's the one. GC Jack 13 asks your best childhood memory. Okay, one of my favorite childhood memories was actually saving for my PlayStation 1. I know that sounds really, really sad, but I remember my dad teaching me how to save, and I remember we were living in Dundalk at the time, and I remember him writing out a little chart for me, and anytime I got money off like my grandparents or off my dad or my mum or whatever, I would put it towards my PlayStation. Just the best memory ever. I don't know why, but saving for the PlayStation 1 and playing like my games on it when I was really, really young was like one of my best memories. Okay, Megan Delaney 99 asks, if you could have anything in the world forever, what would it be? Can I have Chewy in the world forever? If you don't know who Chewy is, Chewy's my little dog. If he could live forever, I would be the happiest person in the world. Okay, so Sophie Blaney asks,
Favorite place to go in Ireland?
okay, my favorite place to go in Ireland, Galway, without a doubt. It is like the nicest city ever. I love visiting Galway. I love staying in Galway. I have the best memories ever. It was the first place that me and Jimmy ever stayed away together, was down in Galway. I just love it so much. Actually, that's a complete lie. The first place we ever stayed together was in Killarney, but the first kind of place that we went on like a trip that was longer than a night was to Galway, and we went down to Galway for 4 nights. It was the best memories ever, just, and it reminds me of when our relationship was really new. We go down to Galway every single summer, and sometimes around November, December as well, just for like the Christmas markets. I love Galway. Sophie O'Rear Good asks, what's your favorite TV show? My favorite TV show is Friends, The Simpsons, up to season 10, maybe 11. I might give them 11. I absolutely adore Family Guy, Game of Thrones as well. That's definitely way up there, and Sex and the City. Okay, Brendan 1941 asks, what's your favorite Yankee candle? And she also asks, how did you and Jimmy meet? Okay, no one has ever asked me that question, so thanks very much, Brenda. My favorite Yankee candle is the Fireside Treats. I'll try and get a picture of it or something, or I'll link it down below. How did me and Jimmy meet? I met Jimmy when I was 11. He was 12. My auntie and uncle were good friends with his parents, and my uncle was telling me, I'm going out to Jimmy's dad's house. Do you want to come with Dylan? Dylan's my cousin. When I went out, I met Jimmy Like obviously I had no attraction to him, I was 11, but we were playing down the fields and stuff like that. So that's how I first met him. The first time we ever kissed, I was 14 and he was 15, and we met at like a teenage disco, and he asked me to kiss him, or his friend asked me to kiss him, and I apparently kissed him. I have no memory of this. He said that it happened, I have no memory of it. Then around the same time as kissing at the teenage disco, he asked me to go out with him. We were texting back and forth from then, but I just thought it was a friend's thing because I'd known him since I was 11, and he asked me to go out and I was like, no way. I was like, I'm too young to be going out with someone. And I met another guy, and Jimmy asked me to go to his Debs, and I was like, are you for real? I said, I have a boyfriend, no way. So then my boyfriend and I broke up, and we were kind of not seeing each other for about 9 months, and then Jimmy texted me again, and I was like, oh, friend texting me, and he was like, do you want to come out for a drive with me? I got a new car. I was like, yeah, brilliant, I'll love to go for a spin with you. Bearing in mind we had kept in contact over the years, but like it was never anything. There was no feelings there ever on my behalf anyway. He brought me out to the lake, and I was like, oh my god, I fancy Jimmy. Oh god, no. I have a huge crush on him. He had changed so much. He had gotten like real tall, and he was always real tall and gangly, but he'd gotten taller. He was just really attractive. And then he asked me, like we kept seeing each other on and off. I went off on a holiday with all my friends from school. I came back and he asked me to go out with him, and I was like, yeah, I'll go out with you. So that's how me and Jimmy got together. He hung in there for a few years waiting to get with me. I suppose the story was kind of long-winded, but we've been together 8 years now and I couldn't be happier. Okay, the next question is from Hazard Mad, and they ask me, which foundation is better, Inglot or MAC? The Inglot one, because the MAC one breaks me out, but I do love the finish of it. Daniela Hayes 3 says, if you could change anything about your life, what would you change? I love my life, but I would change my living circumstances. I'm dying to buy a house. I want to buy a house more than anything. Me and Jimmy, between us, we've almost saved our deposit, but trying to find houses is really difficult. The market is just incredibly tough at the moment, and there is like a housing shortage, and then any houses that we want to go for, they're really expensive. So I would change my living circumstances. That's about it. Isabella Jada asks, what's your favorite band? My favorite band, I don't really have a favorite band. I'm not really crazy about bands, but if I could like say my favorite band from when I was young, it would be like the Backstreet Boys or something like that. Cal's XX 2003.
What's your favorite drink in Starbucks? Mine is the cookie crumble frappuccino.
When I was in college, there was a Starbucks in my college. I spent 4 years drinking the same thing, which is a caramel latte. I always get it. I tried the macchiato yesterday and I hated it, so I'll go back to my caramel latte with 2 shots of caramel. I absolutely adore it. So Vicky123C.
What age were you when you decided to start YouTube, and what made you want to start YouTube? Because you never hear of like YouTubers from Ireland.
What age was I when I started YouTube? Was I 20? Was I 21? I actually can't remember what age I was. I don't even remember what year I started YouTube, because I started making videos, then I quit, and then I came back. So what inspired me and why did I start? I just thought there was no Irish girls for me to watch. I had like, other than Sinead from the makeup chair, there was nobody to watch that was from Ireland. So I says, look, I'm watching these American girls, and I'm watching these New Zealand girls, and I'm watching Australian girls. I want to do this. I want to be a YouTuber. I'm going to try my luck at it. And I did. And fortunate for me, it paid off. And I nearly have 100,000 of you following me, and it's amazing every single day that you guys watch me, and I love you all so much. Bertie Love 1.
Do you ever want kids? And if so, what would you name them? And would you like a girl or a boy?
Wow, I don't think I've ever been asked if I ever want kids on this channel. I would love children. I would really love children, but it's not the right time in my life to have children, obviously. I'm still quite young. I'm still, you know, starting my career and just building my career. And not that a child would hinder me in any way like that, but I just feel like I couldn't dedicate all my time to a baby or a little kid. I just wouldn't have the time to do it. I would love a little girl. I think every woman would love a little girl, but obviously any child is a blessing, and as long as it was healthy, I really couldn't care less what gender the baby was, but every girl wants a girl. For names, I always said if it was a boy, it would be Noah or Nathan. Evan, I love that name too. For a girl, I'm not going to tell you my girl name because it is my all-time favorite girl name, and I don't know any girl with the name, but I'll tell you other names that I do like. I love the name Amber, and I love the name like Sophia. Okay, Roisin Tynan.
Hi Aisling, have you always wanted to be a nutritionist,
or like just recently, and what do you love about it?
She's so cute. Oh my god, I love when you send me videos, guys. I actually love it. She asked me if I always wanted to be a nutritionist. No, I wanted to be a primary school teacher, and then I took a step back and I was like, girl, what is going on with you? You would not do well in primary school teaching. And I had an awful passion for biology, and I was really, really good at home ec. I was brilliant at science. I loved science. I had a passion for it, and food was a huge part of my life, so I just said I would go and do nutrition because I'd love to help other people with food, and in particular eating disorders and stuff like that, obesity and things like that. Like, I would love to change somebody's life. I have done in some ways with the clinic and stuff, and I just feel like it's the most amazing feeling ever. Okay, Margaret Kidd asked me, would you rather have an elbow as or a knee as an elbow? Oh my god. I think I'd rather have my knees as elbows because you could cover them up with your jeans, whereas if you had this big hunker of an elbow, like a kneecap, it wouldn't be as easy to cover up. But I love that question, so random. Vicky.
Choose 2 lipsticks to wear for the rest of your life. Which 2 lipsticks would you choose?
2 lipsticks to wear for the rest of my life. You guys probably know this. Max Blankety and Max Creme Cup. That's it. I'd be sorted for life. Okay, Kelly Supple X asks, I plan on doing a year-long makeup artistry PLC course in September. Do you think I'm too late going for it because the world is so full of makeup artists already? I don't agree with that, because everybody's individual and everybody's makeup skills are unique, and my makeup skills are not the best. If you're really, really, really good at makeup, I could learn something from you. Why would you not share your love and your passion for makeup and let others learn from you? Okay, yeah, there is a lot of girls who are quite talented in makeup and makeup artists, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do what you're passionate about. I'm sure there's plenty and plenty of nutritionists, but I didn't ever think of that when I was going into nutrition. I just thought what I wanted to do, and you know, I was determined to do it. And the same with YouTube. When I started YouTube, I knew there was tons and tons of girls who were better at makeup than me, probably have better charisma and personalities, but it didn't stop me from starting YouTube because I wanted to do it and I loved it. So you do you, and whatever you're passionate about, you work hard at it. Okay, I'm only going to answer one more question because this video is ridiculously long already. So the last question that I'm going to answer is from Evelyn.
Hey, I want to know what is the craziest thing that you've ever done. Ever. I love you. Thanks.
Okay, so she wants to know what the craziest thing that I've ever done is. I ran away from the guards one time because I was drinking underage at a house party and they busted the house party. I was drinking underage. I was 17 at the time. I was probably about 6 months off my 18th birthday. But we were drinking illegally in the house, and it was a really loud house party. The house was busted and I legged it out the back door, and this guard was chasing after me, and I just kept running through the fields and he was chasing and yelling, and I hid on him. I told my parents about it and everything, like the next day. I was like, crazy thing happened last night, and they just kind of were like, what? I didn't know how to react. Yeah, I was always going to parties when I was 17, 18, because that's what you do. The whole part of growing up, and it's what's so exciting about growing up. It was my neighbour's house, like they lived at the top of my road, but they were like reckless. They were my mum's best friends, kids. They gave me the best years of my life because any party that I ever went to with them, it was just amazing, and they threw a hell of a party. But running away from the Garda was definitely not a good thing to do, because he wasn't gonna, he probably just wanted to talk to me and ask me what I was drinking. I was drinking beer and I wasn't even drunk. I was just running away from the guards recklessly because I was a rebel and I was terrified of getting busted. But I told my parents about it anyway. Okay, I'm going to answer one more, and this is from Steffi D02, and the only reason I'm answering this is because I know Steph is always writing to me on Snapchat.
Hi Aisling, what's your favourite things to do on YouTube?
So my favourite videos are the favourites videos. I love talking about my favourites, but my favourite thing to do on YouTube is talking to you guys. I love you guys so much, and every time I get to talk to you guys, it just warms my heart, makes my day. I love when you respond. I love seeing your little names pop up on my comments. I love seeing your names pop up on my Snapchat. You just make everything about YouTube amazing. I hope that you found some interesting things about me. I love you guys so much. Thanks for sending the questions. If you're not following me on Snapchat, please do, and I will talk to you in my next video. I love you guys. Mwah.